Rise and shine, TV family. It's Tuesday, February 3rd, just after 0700. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. But we got a great show for you today. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host for the week, Josey Meats. I'm standing in for Dan Kuntz while he is on assignment. And let's get to it. Coming up this hour, your latest local headlines. NCW Life Sports Director continues his sizzling Seahawks Super Bowl coverage. We'll play Guess That State Flag and find out what obscure holiday it is today. In the back half of the show, Mike Mad Dog McNaughty will give us a piece of his mind, and we'll catch up with KePaRi TV host and international man of mystery, Carlos El Troqueo Gonzalez. That's all coming up this hour, but first, the weather. It is currently 39 degrees outside, overcast. We can see those overcast clouds from the Wenatchee Heights cam, sort of just socking us into the valley here. But everyone's waking up and making their way to work. The high today is 44 and the low is 37 tonight. Sunrise will take place around 7:24 a.m., sunset around 5:06 p.m. That's 9 hours and 42 minutes of daylight. That's plus 2 minutes and 54 seconds. And the moon, fun fact, is at 96%. I don't know if you saw it last night, but it looked like a dinner plate in the sky. We're heading into a stretch of mostly mild, dry weather before things turn wetter this weekend. High pressure is building over the Pacific Northwest, which means plenty of dry conditions and temperatures staying mild, a bit above normal for this time of year, and we'll start to see that system weaken and shift east late on Friday. This weekend into Monday, a bigger change moves in. A cold front will bring widespread rain, mountain snow, and some breezy winds starting Saturday and continuing into Sunday. Snow levels will start off fairly high, around 5,000 to 6,000 feet. So most passes should see rain at first. As colder air moves in behind the front Sunday and Monday, snow levels will drop to around 3,000 to 4,500 feet. That means accumulating snow is likely in the Cascades and mountains of North Idaho, especially by Monday. So enjoy the dry, mild stretch now because wetter, cooler weather is on the way for the second half of the weekend. And now let's get into that 7-day. Oh, look at that sunrise over Billy. Okay, the 7-day forecast is brought to you by Colonial Vista Senior Living, where comfort, care, and community come together. To learn more, visit colonialvistasl.com. Tuesday, today, areas of fog before 1 p.m., otherwise cloudy with a high near 44 and a calm wind. The calm wind will continue into tonight with patchy fog, otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 37. Wednesday, patchy fog before noon, otherwise mostly cloudy and a high near 46 with that calm wind continuing. Wednesday night, patchy fog, otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 35, light northwest wind. Thursday, we'll see patchy fog before 9 a.m., otherwise partly sunny, which is exciting, with a high near 48, and Thursday night, it'll cloud over again with a low around 35. Friday will be mostly cloudy, but we'll have a high near 50, which, yay, 50, and Friday night will remain cloudy with a low around 36. Saturday, mostly cloudy with a high near 49. Saturday night, a 40% chance of rain, mostly cloudy with a low around 38. Sunday brings us a 50% chance of rain, mostly cloudy with a high near 49. And Saturday night, that percentage of rain drops to 40%, or Sunday night rather. That percentage drops to 40% chance of rain, mostly cloudy with a low around 35. And Monday has a 20% chance of rain, snow levels around 3,000 feet, partially sunny with a high near 48. And that's your 7-day forecast, so we're looking forward to that drier weather. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back with news.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
FiberCrete fireproof safety rooms can be the difference between life and death for you and your family. Typical fireproof safety rooms are 8x8 FiberCrete panels providing a solid sanctuary. FiberCrete safety rooms can be above ground, buried underground, or built within new home construction. Best of all, a safety room by FiberCrete is very affordable. Call 360-770-2088. You owe it to your family to find out more about FiberCrete safety rooms.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is having their biggest sale on swim spas and hot tubs. With the biggest deals of the year, save up to $6,000 on a swim spa or up to $5,000 on a hot tub. Did you know hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis? Blue Lagoon enjoys helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Let the experts at Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa handle the installation and regular maintenance. Relax, knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Give us a call today.
Welcome back. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It is about 6 minutes after the hour, and we're getting into the latest local headlines with news. An Okanogan County man is charged with murder of his infant daughter was arrested Friday in Iowa. Mickey Wade Wheatley, age 35, is suspected in the death of 3-month-old Ellie Lighton. In a joint statement over the weekend, Okanogan County Sheriff Paul Boudreaux and U.S. Marshals Service said Wheatley, formerly of Tonasket, was taken into custody in Hardin County, Iowa, where he relocated. Ellie was Wheatley's biological child, and her death had been under investigation by the sheriff's major crimes unit. He was charged with a warrant with first-degree murder on January 22nd, and 6 days later, the agency asked the Marshals Service to pursue his capture. He was arrested in Iowa Falls on Friday morning. A 49-year-old Chelan woman is dead after being struck by a pickup truck while she was walking on Highway 97 near Pateros. It happened around 7:15 p.m. Saturday. The Washington State Patrol says the woman was walking within the northbound lane of travel, not on the shoulder, when the collision occurred near the junction with Highway 153. The driver of the 2015 Chevy Silverado, a 44-year-old Brewster man, called to report the accident from the Pateros gas station. But troopers say a second unknown vehicle may have driven over the victim as she lay in the roadway. That vehicle and driver have not been located, but the investigation continues. The deceased woman's name has not yet been publicly released. About 500 people gathered at Memorial Park on Friday afternoon as part of a nationwide day of protest against U.S. immigration and customs enforcement activity. Demonstrations took place throughout the day at busy intersections, city buildings, and Memorial Park. In the afternoon, about 200 people gathered at the park, most of them students who walked out of class at Wenatchee, Eastmont, and Westside high schools. Westside students who helped organize the walkout said they know people who have been detained by ICE in Wenatchee. Several hundred more people joined them in the demonstration after the workday ended. Some marched around Wenatchee City Hall, where Homeland Security office is located on the lower floor. The Chelan-Douglas Regional Port Authority says Dollar General has backed out of talks to build a retail development in the port's Cashmere Mill district. A Dollar General spokesperson says the company is looking into alternative locations for a Chelan County store. The port announced a purchase and sale agreement with the developer last month for just under 2 acres. Port CEO Jim Kuntz now says the port and the developer are looking for other prospective tenants. Kuntz and port commissioners say Dollar General expressed concerns over the level of traffic that would pass the Mill District location on Sunset Highway. U.S. Representative Dan Newhouse and U.S. Senator Patty Murray have secured $10 million in federal funding for the Wenatchee Landing Commercial Development Project in East Wenatchee. The dollars were approved as part of a spending bill passed by the U.S. Congress on Friday and will go to Washington State Department of Transportation. The Wenatchee Landing will consist of 317 acres on both sides of Highway 2, east of the Otabashan Bridge, and involves a proposed sports complex, hotel development, business park, and continued access to the Apple Capitol Loop Trail. Murray visited the Wenatchee Landing site last May and worked with Newhouse, who represents Washington's 4th District, to get funding. Douglas County Commissioner Chair Mark Schwab said that the project will create hundreds of jobs and is estimated to have an economic impact between $586 million and $1.3 billion. A bill under review in the Washington State Senate would require a cultural resource assessment for some building projects, which previously have been exempt from that process. The State Environmental Policy Act allows some kinds of construction to go forward without a check on whether the land has cultural significance for Native groups. Senate Bill 5609 would close that loophole for some projects. Jared Michael Erickson, chair of the Colville Tribes, spoke remotely to a Senate committee last week in support of the bill. 7th District Senator Shelley Short was among Republicans in the legislature who oppose it, saying it would drive up costs of new housing in the state.
The Colville Tribes appreciates this multifaceted approach to ensuring that affected tribes are consulted during the review process, while branches of government are encouraged to develop management plans and to codify cultural resource protections. We look forward to building on the strengths of this bill in the future to address the impacts of additional actions that are currently statutorily exempt from review under SEPA. We urge your support for Senate Bill 5609.
So if you're building a home, you're having to dig a foundation. Guess what? If the State Department of Archaeological and Preservation says that, gosh, this map shows that you may have artifacts, and I think, frankly, all of Northeast Washington probably does, then you have to go through a different process, and that process can be very expensive.
The holidays may be over, but opportunities for giving are everywhere in the Wenatchee Valley. Empty Bowls, a fundraiser for food insecurity programs run by the Chelan Douglas Community Action Council, returns next month at Pybus Public Market, and you can get involved. NCW Life's Dan Kuntz spoke with Executive Director Alan Walker about the Empty Bowls event and the people it serves.
Hey, Empty Bowls is back February 15th, Sunday afternoon, down at Pybus Market. We'll be in the big Local Tel event center there from 1 to 5 p.m. You can come down and get your bowl and paint that. $15, I think that's right.
Have you raised the price at all lately?
No.
No, it's pretty much the same.
No, it's been $15 a bowl for maybe since we started almost 20-some years ago. So,
and people keep the bowls.
And people keep the bowls, yeah. So you come in, you paint it, and then you leave it. And then we take it and we glaze it and have it fired. We have a great relationship with the Wenatchee and Eastmont school districts in their art classes, and it really gives the students some experience to fire all the bowls for us. And 500 or 600 bowls that they fire for us, and then we bring them all back and have a soup dinner, and everybody comes together and gathers up their bowl and has a bite to eat.
And it's not only a fundraiser, but it's supposed to send a deeper message to those participants.
Supposed to send a deeper message, yeah. And the message really behind the Empty Bowls is that not everybody has a full bowl at dinner time. And so we try to educate people during the process when they're painting. We have some information out about food insecurity and the impact that people are really making that day while they're having fun, and the impact that they have on individual lives as well.
You guys, from that standpoint, food security, making ends meet, this is the time of year where seasonal workers have a tendency to really have to stretch things really thin, be it construction or the ag industry. They're not drawing steady paychecks when the weather turns cold, and then they turn to you. Yeah,
they really do. And you talk about the construction workers too, and we're still we're working on our community commercial kitchen still, so that'll be done in about May. But I was just talking to our contractor contractor or general contractor yesterday, and he says, yeah, some of the subcontractors are laying off a lot of their staff, and so trying to organize subcontractors right now is a little bit more challenging because they just don't have a whole lot of work for folks during the winter months.
Here at 7:15, the news team is coming into the office to prepare the evening broadcast for you. The NCW Life Evening News is at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. You can find us on our socials on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. If you're watching us on cable, you should also know our channel is available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Also out today is the Tuesday edition of the Wenatchee World. Later on in the show, we'll catch up with this week's Who's Day, Carlos El Troquero Gonzalez. Pick yourself up a copy. It's cheaper than a cup of coffee and better than food. We'll be right back with your latest sports. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCW Life Channel.
Welcome back. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host for the week, Josey Meats, and here at about 20 minutes after the hour, we're getting into some sports. We're just 5 days away from Super Bowl 60. The Seahawks and Patriots arrived in Santa Clara on Sunday to prepare for Sunday's big tilt. NCW Life Sports Director Eric Granstrom's Seahawks report today focuses on quarterback Sam Darnold.
It's time for special Seahawks Super Bowl coverage right here on the NCW Life Channel. Today's report brought to you by Harvest Valley Pest Control, Doghouse Motorsports, Dragoo Financial, and Latimer Chiropractic. And now, here's our own sports director, Eric Granstrom.
The Seahawks arrived in Santa Clara on Sunday, ready to battle the Patriots for Super Bowl 60. Several of the players donned T-shirts reading, "We did not care," the now famous quote from Coach Mike Macdonald during the trophy presentation following the NFC title game. Now, Seattle would not be in Santa Clara if it weren't for the play of quarterback Sam Darnold. His NFL journey has not been an easy one, landing in Seattle with his 5th team in his 8-year career. He says he saved his best game for Seattle's last game against the Rams.
Darnold from the shotgun. Now he's going to send Walker out to the near side. Time. Ball thrown. Open is Rashid Shaheed. Makes the catch. Dropped at the 25-yard line. Single coverage downfield. Darius Williams. Man-to-man on Rashid Shaheed, and Shaheed just ran right past him. A 50-yard explosive play. 3 tight ends in the game for Seattle now. Walker Hand off to him. Starts up the middle. He's going to bounce it right side. He goes in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Up in motion from right to left. Helani stays in the backfield. Sam steps up. Has time. Going to let it fly down the middle. It's caught. JSN gets clobbered, but he makes the catch at the 20-yard line. Cam Curl, the safety, really drilled him, but Jax held on for a 43-yard completion. JSN now comes into the backfield. Sam out of the shotgun. Looks, steps, throws back corner. Touchdown, Seahawks! JSN!
I'm happy to be a part of this team, man. This group and this coaching staff is just, you know, I'm really happy to be here. Happy to be in this position. I'm just going to continue to do the best that I can to put this team in positions to win football games.
So here we go. Sam Darnold now goes under center with Walker behind him. Wideouts to both sides. Play fake. Darnold looks. Now he's going to throw back to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jake Bobo. Out of the shotgun. Here comes the four-man Rams rush. Sam steps up. Goes back inside. Cup. Make the catch. Touchdown, Seahawks. The former Ram Super Bowl MVP. And he has another big catch. 13 yards and a touchdown.
For him to just be able to step up on a day-to-day basis for us, not only in games but in practice in the facility, like he's a true leader for us. I feel like I say that all the time when I talk about him, but it's true. You know, he's a great leader and someone who's just going to continue to do his job every single day.
4th down and 4 for the Rams. Stafford, shotgun snap, pump fake, has time, looks, fires to the end zone, almost intercepted by Witherspoon. He jumps in front of the intended receiver, Ferguson. Almost came up with a pick, but it doesn't matter because the Seahawks take over on 4th down.
There was a lot that I didn't know back then, so you know, I'm just going to continue to learn and grow in this great game. And you know, there's a lot of stuff that I can get better from today. Even, you know, I feel like I missed some throws out there that I shouldn't miss. You know, there were some things offensively that I feel like we can do better. So we're always looking to get better. I'm always looking to get better. So that's the great part about this game is, you know, you win an NFC championship and you win games throughout the season, but there's always ways that you can look to get better.
Get a couple of first downs here if you can. Make the Rams use up those timeouts. Play fake. Sam looks near side. Walker makes the catch, breaks one tackle, cuts back inside. He's across the 20. He's on the run. 25-yard line, first down. Huge play by Ken Walker, the third. When they needed it most, a 15-yard gain. Here comes the rush, 5-man rush. Sam has time, throws it over the middle. Cooper Kupp makes the catch, reaches out. Ball came out, but he was down on the ground, and I think he was able to reach that ball out there to pick up the first down. Ball is caught. Puka Nacua slides out of bounds. No! Yes! Seahawks win, and the Seahawks are going back to the Super Bowl. Can you believe it?
It's unbelievable, man. Just you know, obviously those are great players, but you know, just it's more so the team. You know, just the hard work that we've put in throughout this season, OTA's training camp. I talk about it a lot, but and I know every team works really hard in that off season when we're just working together. But to be able to go against that defense every single day, you know, that got us better as an offense, and I know they could say the same thing about us. So yeah, we take it day by day.
Seattle and New England will take part in a big media event to start the week as they also carve out practice time to prepare for Super Bowl 60.
Eric will have a new report tonight during the NCW Life Evening News broadcast as Seattle prepares for the Patriots. We are 9 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting to Mariners spring training camp in Peoria with some big changes in the clubhouse. We learned over the weekend that fan favorite Eugenio Suarez signed a free agent contract to Cincinnati. Monday, Seattle worked a 3-team deal to bring all-star infielder Brendan Donovan to the Mariners in exchange for third baseman Ben Williamson. Right-handed pitcher Jerangelo Sajon outfielder Ty Peete and outfielder Colton Ledbetter. Seattle's first Cactus League game will be in 18 days against San Diego. The Seattle Kraken will go for a 5th straight win tonight in Anaheim. Seattle's coming off of an impressive 3-2 win against the first place Vegas Golden Knights Saturday. They'll drop the puck at the Honda Center at 7 o'clock with the game broadcast on TNT and HBO Max. Ephrata and Quincy will be hosting prep basketball games on the Columbia Plateau tonight. The Tigers host East Valley at 5:30 while Toppenish travel to Quincy. Also tonight, Bridgeport visits Omak at 5:45. The 6 o'clock games have Chelan at Lake Roosevelt, Manson hosting Cascade, Brewster's on the road at Okanagan, Liberty Bell hosts Tenasket, Iniat plays Oroville, and Moses Lake Christian visits Soap Lake. The boys' schedule gets underway at 7 with East Valley at Ephrata and Quincy's hosting Toppenish. Bridgeport plays Omak at 7:15. Chelan's on the road to Lake Roosevelt at 7:30. Manson hosts Cascade. Brewster visits Okanagan. Liberty Bell takes on Tenasket. Iniat plays at Oroville. Soap Lake hosts Moses Lake Christian. Waterville Mansfield is home tonight against Wilson Creek. The prep wrestling schedule includes 3 Big 9 matches tonight. Eastmont celebrates senior night with a home match against Davis. Moses Lake finishes the regular season on the road at Sunnyside. Wenatchee's also on the road at West Valley. The girls' matches start at 6 with the boys to follow at 7. NCW Life Channel will broadcast tonight's match between Eastmont and Davis. Both girls and boys matches and senior night celebrations will be streamed on Facebook beginning at 6 o'clock. Eric Granstrom will be Matt's side with the play-by-play. Today in history, February 3rd, 1870. Obscure holiday. So sorry, folks. Let me get to obscure holiday. Obscure holiday. Amongst the obscure holidays is Take a Cruise Day, which sounds like something that takes a bit of pre-planning. It's also National Women Physicians Day and National Carrot Cake Day, which I'm sure Roger Rabbit is excited for. And the one we're doing our little deep dive on, National Feed the Birds Day. It makes me want to sing the song from Mary Poppins. Although most birds don't need help with food during the summer months when they have access to a variety of different foods, it's an entirely different situation near the end of winter. By the time February rolls around, the food supplies of most birds are very low, and that's why people are encouraged to help out their feathered friends on this day as well as throughout the rest of February. Placing food out for birds is a way to give them a much needed boost to get through to spring. Fun facts about birds: there are over 18,000 bird species in the world. All female birds lay eggs. Every continent in the world has some birds. Flocking behavior helps birds protect themselves against predators and keeps them all focused on a particular flight path or allows them to conserve energy while flying. And as we see, other animals will also eat your bird feed. Those sneaky squirrels. Now today in history, on February 3rd, 1870. 156 years ago, the 15th Amendment to the United States Constitution is ratified, guaranteeing voting rights for all male citizens regardless of race. February 3rd, 1913, 113 years ago, the 16th Amendment to the United States Constitution is ratified, authorizing the federal government to impose and collect an income tax. February 3rd, 1917, 109 years ago, the American entry into World War I begins when diplomatic relations with Germany are severed due to its unrestricted submarine warfare. February 3rd, 1959, 67 years ago, rock and roll musicians Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and J.P. the Big Bopper Richardson are killed in a plane crash along with pilot Roger Peterson near Clear Lake, Iowa, in an event that is later known as the Day the Music Died. Buddy Holly had split with the Crickets and his manager Norman Petty in late 1958 and had moved with his wife to New York City. His finances were tied up in legal matters with Petty, and with no access to publishing or record royalties, Holly agreed to headline a tour of the upper Midwest called the Winter Dance Party. After 2 weeks of miserable conditions on broke-down buses in sub-zero temperatures, Holly decided to charter a plane from Clear Lake to Fargo after the show on February 2nd. The Big Bopper had been suffering from the flu and asked Waylon Jennings for his seat on the plane. Jennings complied. Richie Valens had been bugging Tommy Alsop for his seat during that final concert, to no avail, until finally agreed to a coin toss. Valens called heads and won the toss and got the fourth and final seat. The Beechcraft Bonanza struck the ground at 170 miles per hour, banked to the right, nose down. It bounced about 50 feet in the air and then rolled like a ball for about 600 feet before coming to rest against a barbed wire fence. The bodies of Holly and Valens came to rest near the plane. The body of the Big Bopper was thrown over the fence and came to a rest about 200 feet from the wreckage. Peterson's body was entangled in the wreckage. The day the music died. February 3rd, 2008, 18 years ago, the New York Giants upset the undefeated New England Patriots 17-4 to win Super Bowl 42 in Glendale. The Giants became the first NFC wildcard team to win the Super Bowl. It is the highest-ranked Super Bowl on NFL.com's greatest games in history, number 5 overall. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers performed at the halftime after the Eagles declined the offer. February 3rd, 2013, 13 years ago. The Baltimore Ravens defeat the San Francisco 49ers 34-31 to win Super Bowl 47 at the Superdome in New Orleans. For the first time in Super Bowl history, the game featured two brothers coaching against each other. Jim and John Harbaugh, head coaches of the San Francisco 49ers and Baltimore Ravens, respectively, earning the nickname the Har Bowl. The game was delayed 34 minutes in the third quarter due to a partial power outage, and the halftime show was the Queen Bee, Beyoncé. February 3rd, 2019, 7 years ago, the New England Patriots win their record-tying 6th Super Bowl, beating the Los Angeles Rams 13-3 in Super Bowl 53 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It was the lowest scoring Super Bowl ever. The 13 points by the Patriots tied for the fewest points by any winning team. The lowest scoring Super Bowl and the halftime show was Maroon 5. Apologies there. Birthdays. Nathan Lane turned 69. He was born in 1956, started on Broadway and transitioned into films with movies like The Lion King and The Bird's Cage. He has won 3 Tonys, one for A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, The Producers, and Angels in America. He's also a multi-Emmy winner, and he is about to open Death of a Salesman on Broadway. Also born today, Warwick Davis. Warwick Davis is 56, born in 1970. His credits include Star Wars, Harry Potter, Leprechaun, and of course, George Lucas's crowning achievement, Willow. Also born today, Norman Rockwell. Of course, Norman Rockwell passed away in 1978 at 84 years old. He was an American painter and illustrator who became famous for his sentimental cover illustrations on the Saturday Evening Post for nearly 50 years. His paintings were often humorous, depicting everyday American life and family situations in a simpler, more wholesome light. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. They are platinum sponsors of the show, and we thank them very much for keeping us cool in the summer and warm in the winter and on the air. Up next will be an opinion from Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, of course, followed by a sit-down interview with KePaRi TV host Carlos Gonzalez. And that also is the Who's Who's Day in the Wenatchee world, so it's kind of just a get-to-know-you interview. Lots of fun coming up after the break. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCW Life would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Hey, this is Mike, Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, here's a poser for you. So Donald Trump runs against Hillary in 2016 and he wins. Now, evidently, that election was fair and there have been no voting shenanigans. But when Trump loses in 2020, suddenly the methods and other voting skullduggery was so egregious that the big lie that the election had been stolen from Trump was not only spouted but incredibly believed by 60% of those in this country who identify as evangelical Christians. But then Trump wins in 2024, and suddenly the election process is honest and free from any malfeasance. Well, isn't that amazing? So what's the question? Did some sort of a miracle occur? Or is our bully-in-chief just spouting lies his supporters are fully willing to support even in the face of reality? Well, this is Mike Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
You build more than projects. You build what communities rely on. When the job site runs on results, put Kubota to work. Backed by expert service and support from your local Kubota dealer. Right now, bring home select Kubota KX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
It's time for BC Outdoor Sport Fishing TV, Season 16, with your host, Mike Mitchell.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Josey Meats, and joining me today is Carlos Gonzalez. Carlos, how are you doing?
Pretty good, Josey. How are you?
Pretty good. So why don't we just start off, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Carlos Gonzalez. Everybody knows me for Carlos El Troquero Gonzalez. Troquero in English is the trucker. The reason why is because for a long time I be a truck driver for more than 30 years. So I stopped doing that 10 years ago. And well, that is the reason why they call me Carlos El Troquero Gonzalez.
What were you hauling?
Oh, different. I haul flatbeds, I haul reefers, I haul dry bands, different kind of the equipment. Doubles and singles too.
Right. So that's the origin of the nickname. But you also mentioned that when we were talking earlier, that you were in a few movies.
Oh yeah, that's well, I have in the movie for almost 3 years.
Okay.
Doing some Mexican movies, different Mexican movies, and it's pretty fun. I enjoy it. My job, yeah. It's very funny because the first time when they called me to be an actor, they make me a regular call, and they asked for Carlos Gonzalez. And the producer told me, "You want to be in part in the movie?" And I was thinking it was a joke. So I say, "Yeah, sure, why not? You're gonna give me the main actor?" Yeah, I do it. And he told me, "No, I'm talking seriously, Mr. Gonzalez." And I say, "That's what I got. This is serious." But nobody called you just to say, "You want to be part of the movie?"
Right.
That's just surprised me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what type of role did you end up in?
Well, I do different types of roles. So sometimes I'll be a policeman. Sometimes I'll be a bad guy, bad guy. So I do a lot of different characters, different. So the character what I do it, I do it.
Do you prefer to play the bad guys?
For be honest, yes.
Yeah.
It's more excited. The adrenaline is more room for your body, so it's very, very fun.
Yeah. I do a lot with theater here in town.
Oh,
and so I've always thought the villains were a little more fun to play.
People ask me, why do you enjoy seeing the bad guy? It's more excited. Yeah, I am a good guy. Well, but you have to do the bad guy, I can do it.
So what first brought you to Wenatchee?
Well, the first time when I come to Wenatchee is a long time ago, I think probably 20 years ago, because I have a family here. I have cousins, and I come to beside this town, and it's pretty nice town. The people is very friendly. The weather is a little bit different what I be accustomed, because this is more cold weather. But I'm from South Mexico, like Oaxaca, Mexico. That's pretty warm there, so that's a little bit different. But Wenatchee is pretty good. I like Wenatchee.
Could you tell me a little bit from your perspective how Wenatchee has changed from when you first arrived to where it is today?
Well, when I came the first time to Wenatchee, I was working in the fields. I think like everybody in the Hispanic community, most of the people, they come to work in the fields. And I think I do it only for 3 months, no longer time. So in Mexico, I was be a bus driver and truck driver too. So after 3 months, I started doing hauling and semis and bus driver. So when I see that potential in here, they say, well, if I do it in Mexico, I can do it here too. So I went to the school, prepared me, and get my CD driver license, CDL driver license, and I started doing the same here, working in big semis and bus drivers too.
And the community, they know you as the host of KePaRi TV. So how did that come about?
Well, I was working in the different radios. The last radio where I was working is in Tri-Cities. I don't remember the name right now, but they brought by time in the one Telemundo local channel there. And they say, Carlos, I know you have experience doing like a actor or something like that in the past. You want to be the director of the show? I said, well, I don't know. I never do it before, but I can try. So after 7 years, I'm doing the director of the KePaRi TV, and the name come from the first 2 letters of the Kennewi, K-E, the first 2 letters of the Pasco, P-A, and the first 2 letters for the Richland, R-I.
Oh, cool.
That is KePaRi TV.
I never noticed that, but now it makes sense. So, working in the media is very interesting these days, and I notice a lot of similarities and differences between like the programming that we do through NCW Live Channel and Wenatchee World. And then I look at what you guys are doing, which appears on the NCW Live Channel, but you're having so much fun, and you like you never have the desk. You're standing up there, you know. Could you, for our audience, could you kind of just explain like what's the rundown of your show?
Well, our show is a family program. We have sometimes we have a news too, but most of the time we have information about the resource of the different sponsors. We have like a cafe, and talking about cafe, he introduced us to KePaRi TV in NCW Live for cafe organization here. They come, they told me, Carlos, you want to be in the show in Wenatchee? And I said, how come? Yeah, I know the guys in NCW Live, and I can present to them. So, and we are a little bit more than a year in NCW Live doing this show. And also the people think the KePaRi TV is for party, like a party, no? You know? And I'm pretty sure you think it the same too.
Yeah.
Well, we have a party all the time in our show, but the real reason for the name is what I told you before. So, but we enjoy doing this show, so because we like to give all the information and give it all to the resource to the different communities. I know you are in Wenatchee and 27 cities more. So now we are in Telemundo, but also we are here in NCW Live enjoying this, what I like to do it.
Awesome. What's your favorite part of the job?
My favorite part of the job is I know a lot of people, I know also different organizations, they have the communities, and my heart is all the time trying to help the people. So when I know these people around me, I feel part of the family, because all together we can help more people, or we can be more stronger the communities.
What's your least favorite part of the job?
The least part of the job is because doing the director, you have a lot of responsibility. A lot of responsibility. I have to do interviews. I have to check the programs. I have to do a lot of different things on the media. But sometimes I wake up so early and go to my bed really night. So that's what I don't like.
Yeah,
but that's part of the job.
So you wear many different hats.
Oh yeah, I love hats.
Yes.
So you too. That's what I do.
So I want to ask.
Remember the first time when I meet you?
Yes.
You said, hey, I like you too.
So I guess what made you start wearing that particular type of hat?
Nothing special. Well, I have a special team, but not for that. It's not for that. For
Me
you.
too.
Okay. No, it's not for that. It's just because I enjoy the hats, and well, girls say that I look more interesting, so I don't know. That's what the girls say. I don't know.
Speaking of women, is there a woman in your life? Do you have a wife?
No, I am. I'm widow. That's 5 years ago, and I'm still looking for my special. In Mexico, we say media naranja. Was the half orange. I'm looking for my half orange.
But you do have kids.
Yeah, I have 4 kids. My daughter is the older one, and I have 3 more men. So yeah, all the 4 they live here in Washington.
So at the end of one of those long days, you get home. You've been working all day. How do you unwind?
Well, I take a hot tub, enjoy a good dinner. Sometimes I like to watch my own movies. It's very funny when you see your own movies, because hey, I look really bad, bad guy. So that's what I like it to the end of the day.
What advice would you give to young people who are interested in kind of going into this field or exploring, hosting a family program?
Well, one of the advice is like in Mexico, I don't finish my school in Mexico. I finished here in the United States. And really, I was all like maybe, I don't remember, maybe 45 years old when I finished my my diploma. And the reason why I do that is because I'm trying to encourage my family. I don't encourage my family, but I encourage a lot of different young people. They send me a text message and they say, hey guy, if you get your diploma, I can get my diploma. So I feel good about that. And my suggestion to the young people is fight for your dreams. Keep going to the school, because that is the more important thing. Stay out of the problems. Stay out of the streets, because in the streets, don't gotta find nothing good. So that's what I think.
Is there anything else you would want our viewers to know about you, Carlos?
Well, we are here, and my team too, KePaRi TV. I had 2 beautiful co-hosts, my editors, and we are here for everybody. Not only for Spanish community, because our show we do also a commercials in English and in Spanish. So we are here, and I like Wenatchee, and we are ready to do more here for the longest time.
So our viewers know, when does your show air?
Oh, every Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. here in NCW Live, and also Tuesday 11 a.m. And when they don't have a time to see in the NCW Live, they can go to the app in YouTube, and they can watch it anytime where they want.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today, Carlos. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Josey Meats. We'll be right back.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure, on NCW Life. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCW Life channel.
Welcome back. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host for the week, Josey Meats. I'm standing in for Dan Kuntz. First time doing something like this, having lots of fun with it. I hope you're having fun at home. Before we go today, let's check out the current weather outside. It's around 37 degrees. So it's gotten cooler since the top of the show. Still overcast, but the sun is coming out. Things are brightening up. And the 7-day, what's the 7-day look like? So today, areas of fog before 1 p.m. Otherwise cloudy with a high near 44 and a calm wind. Tuesday night, tonight, will bring us patchy fog, otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 37. Wednesday, patchy fog before noon, otherwise mostly cloudy with a high near 46 and a calm wind. Wednesday night brings us patchy fog, otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 35 and a light wind out of the northwest. Thursday, patchy fog before 9 a.m., otherwise partly sunny with a high near 48. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 35. Friday, mostly cloudy with a high near 50. Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 36. Saturday will be mostly cloudy with a high near 49. Later Saturday night, a 40% chance of rain. Mostly cloudy with a low around 38. Sunday brings us a 50% chance of rain, mostly cloudy with a high near 49. And Sunday night, that percentage of rain drops to 40%, mostly cloudy with a low around 35. Monday, there's a 20% chance of rain, snow levels around 3,000 feet, partially sunny with a high near 48. And that is our 7-day forecast brought to you by Colonial Vista. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today. It's been lots of fun, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.